landed in Bogota, Colombia in 1978, and my world was dramatically changed. For the first time, I saw street children. I thought of my children back home in warm, comfortable beds, eating good food, being loved by a parent. And I saw these children in the streets, and they were digging in garbage cans looking for food. It was nothing like I had ever seen before. These children have no resources at all. There are no homes, no means of them getting a job. There's really no one who cares. And through that experience, we saw the beginning of what was to become Streams of Mercy. The needs of orphans are staggering. Throughout the world, there are millions of children who have been left orphaned through war, through disease, through AIDS, through leprosy. Drug addiction is rampant. They are sold into prostitution. They're lost. They have no place to live. In many cases, both parents have died of AIDS. To see children in that condition is really shocking, and it's something that changes your life. Those children have no hope, and those are the ones that are on the heart of God. We've seen the plight of the children in these countries. We see their desperate needs, the need for a place of safety, a place where they can even lay their head. One of the most startling images we've seen is of children sleeping in a dumpster because that was the only safe place they could sleep. In our country, we don't understand what true poverty is. When you go to a place like India, you see children in absolute filth, families living on the streets. They have no place to bathe, no running water. They have no place to get clean. They cook on the sidewalk. For many of those people, their home is a tarp covering. It's not unusual to see a city built out of tarps. And the people live in these places, and they are absolutely hopeless. They live, eat, sleep, and die on the streets of their city. Story after story is more shocking than the last one, and yet, in the midst of all of it, we have hope that we can make a difference in the lives of these kids. In Streams of Mercy, raising awareness is not enough. We want to meet the desperate needs of these children. A scripture that's really made a difference to us is Proverbs 19:17. He who gives to the poor lends to the Lord, and God will repay him for his deed. You can make the difference in the lives of hundreds of children. We're making an amazing impact on 17 orphanages in 10 different nations of the world. With your help, we can do so much more. For your gift of $750, you can support an entire orphanage. You see the lives of the children after they've been in the orphanage, and it is so radically different than what they experienced when they were living on the streets. 3 meals a day, able to get a good education. They get tucked in at night. They're prayed for. They have all of the things they never had on the streets of their city. And I love looking into the eyes of these children, and for the very first time, to be able to see hope in their eyes. That is worth everything that we do. We know that the needs are great, but God's answers are greater. Thanks so much for being a part of God's answer in bringing His love to these children.